Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about the fourth program in the exercise number 3. Already in the previous class, we have discussed about question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3. Now we are going to discuss about question number 4, which is about finding the area of circle. This is our question that we are going to now find the solution for writing the program using Visual Basic 2010. So now I think this material is already available with you. Just I am going to give you the solution for this question. Okay, let us start now. You open Visual Basic as usually done. You can refer to the program example which is available already, and from the example you can see how to open it. Now I will open it as a new project. When you open Visual Basic, it will come like this. Now you will choose Windows Form Application. Then what you will do is that you will open the screen. Now, as I told you, it is an integrated development environment. Visual Basic is an integrated development environment where you will see many windows. This is window 1, which is called form window. Remember it. This all things I told you already, but I am trying to recollect it again for you so that you are sure about everything very clearly, because you may have MCQ questions to solve. So I don't want you to have a situation that you are not able to answer those questions. Now you can see this is a toolbox where all the controls that you can place on the form are available. There are many controls available on the toolbox, and you can choose any of the controls according to your requirement of the design that you are going to do for your application. Now you can see the other window here. It is called the property windows. The property window is actually helpful for changing the property of each of the controls which you placed. For example, if you have placed a button, you want to change some property like color, text, content, whatever you want to change, you will use this property window. Similarly, the Solution Explorer is like a File Explorer or a Windows Explorer, where you can place many forms, because one application or one project that you are going to develop will have many forms. Now we are doing with only one form, because since it's the beginning of our introduction to this course. Later on we may use multiple forms. So now you can create many forms as you want, and all this can be accessible through this Solution Explorer window. Addition to that, you see the window here, the button, the most important button is that after you write the program, then you will click on it and it will open the object code. Okay, whenever you click on any of the control, double click on it, it will open the object code. When it opens the object code, you can write the code there, the Visual Basic code, following the syntax of the programming language, and after that you have to debug. This is a button for debugging, and then you can see where are the errors. Any syntax error is there, you have to correct it and make sure those errors are removed. If there are no errors, the program will run, and you can run it by giving your inputs and to see that whether the appropriate outputs are got. These are the steps that you have to follow. And then the last step will be to file. You will use save all to save the file. See, today I have just recap what are the steps, because we started with the Visual Basic last week in the last class. So I just wanted to give you this overall revision or a reinforcement of the things before we proceed further. So now today's class, as I told you, I want to find the area of the circle. You know what is a circle, okay? Circle is nothing but, like, for example, you know very well what is a circle. Circle is this. We have a circle. See, this is square. Sorry, I have chosen a wrong one. Insert. Okay, I go here. Okay, I choose circle. Okay, now this is a circle. I want to find the area of the circle. This is my idea. To find the area of the circle, you have to understand one thing very clearly. Like, you will have something called radius. Here you have radius. Okay, you have radius. Maybe now the color is the fill is there, so that's why you are not seeing. So this is called radius. Okay, you can see here, this is called radius. This is the radius. of the circle, which is nothing but from the center point of the circle to the outer end. This is called radius. Okay. Whenever you are asked to write a program, do not memorize the code. Try to understand the question first. So this is circle, and this is called what? Radius. Radius. Can you see this one? Radius. So what is the formula? Pi r squared. Pi r squared. Pi is what? The pi has a value of 3.14. Pi has a value of 3.14. So pi has a value called 3.14. So you should know that pi has a value which is nothing but 3.14. Okay. So now pi r square, pi into r into r, pi r square. We have pi into r into r. So we have to multiply 3.14 into r. That will give us this idea very clearly. You can see it here. This is the idea that you have to keep in mind for you to understand. Okay, this is the formula. What is r? This is r. You have to multiply r into r 2 times, r square. The formula is normally called as pi r square. Okay. Now this is 3.14 is what? Pi. The value for pi is 3.14. So I hope you are clear with this idea now. Now let us go to the program. So now how many inputs are needed in this program? There are only one input. There is only one input. Why there is only one input? Because you need to know what? The value of radius. You have to enter what is the radius of the circle. If you know the radius of the circle, you can easily calculate what? The area of the circle, because pi, the value is going to be the same, 3.14 for any circle. The value of the r is only going to change. The value of the r is only going to change for you. So what is very important for you in this question? In this question there is only one input, which is called radius. So in order to make it clear for you, I will put it here, and this is label 1. Why I put label 1? Because I want to give a name for this one. This one I want to give a name. Otherwise it is very difficult for people to understand. So I choose the label 1. You see, I change the text property. I go to the text property. I change it as enter the radius. Enter radius. What is the radius of the circle? Enter it here. Enter radius. Then I go to the label again. You see, I use another label here on the top. As I told you, it is always good to give the name for your program. So you can write it here as area of circle. Area of circle. I give the name here, area of circle. After I give the heading, I give the input. Now what is the output that I am going to get? The output is also called area. So you see, no need to drag and paste every time. Right click, copy, and then paste. Now you see here, this is right click. When you right click, you will see here. Now you have this one here. This is output, and this is the label. I am going to right click, copy, then I am going to paste. See, sometimes you may not see this one in your video, but you have to understand what I am telling. You have to listen carefully. Right click, copy and paste. Okay, now I type here area of circle. Area of circle. So this is the output. This is the output. Now the next one is what? Button. The next one is button. Why do we need a button? We need a button because we have to make the process of the input into output. So I type here calculate area of circle. Calculate area of circle. Now you see, everything is ready. I have the input, I have the output, and the process is set. But I did not give what is the process. So I will double click on this button. The object code is ready. The code I have to type now here. I type here. See, you have to remember one thing. Based on your design, your coding will happen. This is what? Text box 2. So the output is coming in text box 2, and your input is going to be in text box 1. So you see, what is the formula? Just I am writing it here. 3.14 into r into r. Okay. This is not the correct way. I am just showing you now. This is the formula, correct? So now you are going to get the answer here, text box 2 dot text. This is where you are going to give the output, which is area. How you are going to get 3.14 into R into R? Where you are going to get the R in the design? In text box 1. Text box 1 dot text multiplied by value of text box 1 dot text. You have to write 2 times because R into R. R into R. So it means 2 times. So you can see here R into R is like this. R into R is 3.14 into R into R. Okay. Now our formula is converted into a programming code. Now let us start the debugging process. Now I am entering the radius 6. Click on the button calculate area of the circle. You got the output. See, if there is any error, it will show the error here. Then you have to remove the error. Now I don't have error. Sometimes you make any mistake in spelling, in your typing, there will be an error here. Whenever you have the error, you have to remove the error by correcting the mistakes. I hope it is clear for you. After that, I stop this button, File, Save All, and you see already it is stored in documents by default. I am changing it as area of circle. Just I am putting it program 4 exercise 3 for our reference only. Okay, that's it. Now it is done. Try to do it, and it is very easy to do it. The only thing is that these courses which are practical needs your practice. Thank you and see you.